Hey, how's everybody doing here? It is 104 in Chi-Town. Uh, so we had an attempted rally that failed miserably, and they come back inside. All right, so let's take a quick peek. I'm not going to talk too much. We'll see. All right, so let's pull up on your diamonds first. Again, see that big red bar right there? That's our month, baby. All right, two down. We're trying to break that. Our next stop to the downside is 456.30 approximately. 456.30. All right, so trying to break down here to triangle out another month. That's what we're looking for. That's our target. Looking at the 4 hour here. Now, what happened when the 4 hour flipped here, everybody went into jail. All right. And that's why we have really, the markets kind of have stalled out completely really today now. All right. But the move to the upside, I'm going to go to the 30s. It's easier to look. So they made a nice move here for the attempt up on the beginning of the day, right? Got the higher high. And then as you can see, we did get one higher high back up on here, but that was a shooter back down. All right, so here we are now stuck. And we got trapped, and at 10:30 we got trapped inside on the 4 hour. So not much doing right now. Very quiet, but we did have the diamonds down red, and on the weekly, but it's been playing reindeer games with it, so it's been popping around back and forth. All right, SPY same way, man. Nice move to the upside, and then you got the higher up. Buyers were in control until we got to here, and then sellers kind of took care of everything. They tried to make another attempt, failed. And then you got the insider that sat for 30 minutes with the breakdown to the 3-2. So kind of choppy, if anything. All right. So this is where we lay right now on the 30 minutes. We're back inside here. There is your day stuck in the middle with you. So it's just like indecision there. All right. So SPY has got that week back now to green again, and that thing was red this morning too. All right. QQQ, same story here. I'll tell you, the week got a little bit better here, but we're trying to get this thing to give us a shooter down on a Monday, but we're asking for a lot. All right, so with the 2-win inside day here, no matter way we look at it, it looks like we're going to be an inside day. All right, so we're looking for those 2-1-2 breaks to the downside to reconfirm what's going on the monthly. All right, so the monthly has gotten a little bit better on the Qs. That one's like teetering. All right, SPY and diamonds are definitely way cooler. Okay, so here we are now with the triple Qs. Just took a 2-2 back up now, and again, you're stuck inside the 4 hour here, and there's your week, which is trying to firm up, I gotta say. All right. So we looked at we talked about the industrials. I went through those this morning, and they were popping up in the morning here, right? XLI did take the day up. It was looking good. It had a nice hammer, and now it is stuck in the middle and completely without a decision. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so stuck in the middle here on the daily and trying to take this 30 back up here. All right, so you got the 3-1 inside, so it's trying to get a little strength inside here on the 4 hour, and there is your undecided week. And there's your 3 down on your monthly. All right. So we had them moving pretty good here this morning, right off the bat on the first 30. And then we had the same thing going on with the discretionaries. But I think the point to make is that we talked about it on Friday, and we said if these things do start to turn around, the two groups that we're going to be looking at are going to be industrials and discretionals. And sure enough, those were the two that popped up right off this morning. All right, so we know what group is good, and we know that the stocks are just not playing ball. All right, so we're looking for some more downside here. All right, so just took a 30 back up here, but they seem to be running into exhaustion risk everywhere, as you can see right here. You see all these wicks. All right, it's just showing, it's like they're trying to push and then they can't. They're trying to push and they can't. You try to push and they can't. So discretionaries. With the 2-1 inside, we'll see if that can form anything up that can show us a road to which things could turn. But 2-2 down on the month on your discretionaries, and then healthcare. I think that the reason that the diamonds made that nice move was because of the healthcare move this morning too. All right, so look at this one, the first one to start the day, and I mean we had green across the board on on healthcare stocks. And then again, they had the wherewithal to drive it up, but sellers took over control. Sellers have been in control for most part of the day just by looking at how much we have on on full time frame continuity. All right, so we are back inside here with the 3-1. We'll see if anything comes of that. Again, buried inside there, and a little better on the week because she is green. All right, XLF joined that party too. So really today it was the four groups that really pushed up the Dow to start the day today. All right, and again, it's just an inside day anyway, but this was the group that came out. So it was the financials, it was the financials, it was the healthcare, and it was the discretionaries and the industrials. All right, but the industrials and the XLYs were up first. Okay, so again, exhaustion risk. You see it here coming right back even, just down even on these short time, on 30-minute bars. You're starting to see this happen. So it seems like a little bit more pressure here. XLF down pretty good here with the 2-2 down on the month, right? So really the banks not looking too good at all. So did I go through all of them? Yeah, XLV. So this group here, again, tried to get everything going this morning, and that is what triggered all of this on the move here. And I want to show you how it looked on on a 5-minute bar when we started the day here. So this was the nice move here. Okay, it was the 3-shooter down, triggered 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, sat for 5 minutes, 2-2 back up. All right, and then they fell apart. All right, they got the 2-2 back up, and now basically we're seeing some chopping right now. All right, so once we look at this, but look at all the exhaustion risks that you're seeing here, okay? So we'll look for more of that. We'll wait to see what happens. Diamonds are definitely stuck inside. So that 4 group is what we'll focus on. And then I'll go through the other ones at the end of the day today, all the ones that we're watching closely, all right, as we start to see, most of them stocks are down 5-week downers, all right? So we want to be watching those carefully. We'll see how that starts to transpire from there. Crude today has been was down heavy, and it rallied back, and now it's not doing anything. All right, so Yuko, I'll go back up to a 15. It'll be easier to look at. So out the gate coming straight down. All right, and that was the low of the day. We have not been able to go down and break that low. And we've got a higher high. We got up to 40.37. We're looking for 40.78. 40.78 would trigger us up to the highs again, but we couldn't get there. All right, and then they fell apart again, and now 2-2 back down again. All right, so crude, look at the month. All right, 2-2 up on the month here, and now you got an insider on the week. That has turned red. We'll wait to see what happens there with the 2-1 inside there. All right. And then CL as well. Slash CL. I mean, crude was down like 5%, and it rallied back to only be down almost 2.7, and now they started to slide again. So here we are now back down. Where are we at now? Coming back down. Now we're back down to 4.75%, back down again. All right, so the crude has kind of gone back into its hole here. Kind of quiet. Again, no news is good news, I guess, but the news we get, who knows? Okay, so that's what I'm thinking here, at least. All right, 2-1 inside on your light sweet crude there, trapped inside there as well. All right, and then I'm gonna go with the two guys that I've been really chanting about is Cisco. Cisco, decent day, up 66 cents, holding up pretty well. It's a 2-1. We look for that 2-1-2 back day up. We got Micron reporting on Wednesday. We got a bunch of numbers reporting, a bunch of stocks reporting here this week. I'll make a list. It'll be on my Twitter. All right. There you go. 2 up on your Cisco. Cisco's great. I think you know. I think today it's been a little choppy. But it's an inside day. So inside day is inside day. You're not going to can't expect anything to come out of that. All right. And then Marvel. Marvel stud. All right, I just can't say enough about it. Nice 2-day up here, trying to go to take up the highs at 95.24. All right, that thing looks possible. Look at this, climbing back up again with the 2-1 inside, looking to take the 2-2 up on the 4-hour. Marvel is a beast. All right, that stock is going to continue to stay strong. So that's it. I don't really like any of this other garbage. I got NVIDIA right now trying to go up to 185. She'll be back to 183 in an hour. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't sweat it. And then looking at the best, Boeing showed up a little bit with a little muscle this morning. Now it's pulled back a little bit. Got up to 216 and change though. All right, so it'd get up to 216.15. I gotta say, I'm still bullish on Boeing. If the market, if the tech stocks are going to go down, Boeing more than likely is going to fall victim to it. All right, so I kind of would say I would be more inclined to be looking at that 207, 208 area if you can get it there. I don't think we might not get back down to 204 again. That's my thoughts. All right. I think Boeing only gets better going into the second quarter and maybe late in the second quarter, and maybe Boeing really starts to show its colors. All right. But as for right now, still chopping up. Kind of moving around the markets too. All right, so that's it. That's all I got. All right, and I'll get you something by the end of the day. Be good.